everyone, and welcome to Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole, and welcome to Tutorial Tuesday. Today we are going to do a washcloth using the stitch pattern. Little Diamond Pattern is what it's called. And again, I am using the book The New Crochet Stitch Dictionary by Neil Brass and Evelyn Hetty Burkhart. This pattern is on page 169, and it is pattern number 310, and it's called Little Diamond Pattern. So, and this consists of chain spaces, single crochets, and double crochets, and then groups of double crochets. So hopefully it will be something that's not too difficult and you guys will enjoy it. So again, we will need a pair of scissors to cut our ends when we're done, a needle for weaving in those ends, a tape measure to measure if we're wanting a certain size and everything, a crochet hook, and I'm using a size 6, and then some cotton yarn. And the cotton yarn needs to be at least 85% cotton. This is 100% cotton, and I don't know if you can tell, it's got pretty little specks of color in it. So this is the yarn I'm using today. So let's get started. First off, let me get over here where I can make sure you can see me. We're going to do a slip knot, and then for this pattern you need to chain a multiple of 4 plus 1 chain plus 1 beginning chain. So a multiple of 4 is what we need to start with. So I am going to chain 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 26, 27, 28. So I've chained a total of 28 chains. And then I'm going to chain one more. And then I'm going to chain 1 beginning chain for the next row. So now to start, we are going to go into this first, the second stitch from the hook. We're going to do a single crochet. And then we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. Now we are going to do 2 double crochets into that same stitch. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Okay, and you always kind of be careful with your beginning chain, because it could get twisted on you. You don't want that to happen, because then everything be wonky. Okay, now we are going to just count over, and in the 4th stitch from where we just made the 2 double crochets, we are going to put a single crochet again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do a single crochet into the 4th chain from that last stitch that we made. So there's a single crochet, then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and into that same stitch we're going to do 2 double crochets. 1, 2, and again we're going to be repeating that across, and I'll do it with you. Go 4 over, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 double crochets into that same stitch where you did the single crochet. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 4th chain from that last group of stitches that we did, we are going to do a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 double crochets into that same stitch. 1, 2. Now we're going to count over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Insert our hook and do a single crochet into that 4th chain from where we did the last cluster of stitches. Then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to do 2 double crochets into the same stitch where we did the single and the chain 2. There's 1, 2, and again 1, 2, 3, 4. In that 4th chain, we're going to do a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and 2 double crochets. 1 double, 2 double. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And do a single crochet into that 4th chain from the last cluster of stitches. So do a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 double crochets into that same stitch. 1, 2. Now we have 4 chains left. In that very last chain, we are going to do a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then we are going to do 1 double crochet only into that same stitch. So double crochet. Now that's the end of row 1. So now we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. So let's see what we got going on here, guys. Well, that's cute. Like it. Okay, in row 2, now row 2 and 3 will be our repeat rows. So in row 2, we've chained 1 in that first, okay, there's our chain 2 space. Can you see it right there? We're going to do a single crochet into that chain 2 space. Chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets into that same chain space. 1, 2. I hope you can see this okay. Okay. Now, that's what we're going to repeat all the way across. We're going to go to the next cluster of stitches, and in that chain 2 space right there, we're going to do a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 double crochets into that chain 2 space. 1, 2. And we're going to do that all the way across. I'll do it one more time with you, and then I'll meet you at the end. But we find that chain 2 space, do a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 double crochets into that same chain 2 space there. 1, 2. Now continue doing that all the way across, and I'll meet you near the end. Okay, guys, I'm coming up on the end. I've got 2 more little clusters. So again, and we're going into that chain 2 space, and from this row, from row 2 on, you will always go into the chain 2 space for your stitches, okay? So we're going into that chain 2 space and doing a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, whoops, 2, and then 2 double crochets into that same chain 2 space. 1, 2. Now we have 1 left. Excuse me. So at this last chain 2 space right here on the end, we're going to go in and do a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then we are going to do 1 double crochet into that chain 2 space. And that's the end of row 2. That's looking cute. I think I like this. Like nice texture and stuff. Chain 1 at the end of row 2, chain 1 and turn your work. Okay, sorry, I had to cough a minute. Okay, now again, with starting row 3, which is the last of our repeat rows, we're repeating rows 2 and 3. In that chain 2 space there, we're going to do a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 double crochets into that same chain 2 space. 1, 2. And then again, we're going to go over and find our chain 2 space, which is right there. And we're going to go in and do a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 double crochets into that same chain 2 space. So that's what we're going to repeat all the way across. You find your chain 2 space and you do a single crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet into that space and go all the way across, and I'll meet you at the end, okay? Okay, we're coming up toward the end. I've got 2 clusters left. So again, I find the chain 2 space. I go in and do a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 double crochet into that chain 2 space. 1, 2. And then in the last cluster, there's the chain 2 space. You do a single crochet, chain 2, but in the very last one, you're only going to do 1 double crochet into it. Then you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Now that is what you're going to do for the rest of this washcloth. You're going to chain 1, turn your work. You'll do a single and 2 doubles, or single, chain 2, 2 doubles in that first chain 2 space. And then all the way across in every chain 2 space, let's see if I hold it where you can see. In every chain 2 space, you're going to do a single crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet all the way across. And then in the last chain 2 space, you're going to do a single crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet. Then you'll chain 1 and you'll turn your work. And you repeat that until you get your washcloth the size you want it. So I'm going to pause the video, work on my washcloth, and I will meet you back here when we're coming toward the end, okay? Okay, we're coming up on the end. Here's what it looks like so far. I like it. I really like this pattern, guys. Let's see if I can get in closer. Well, no, that didn't get me closer. Let's see. Okay, guys, here it is up close. That is really cute. Oops, sorry. That's a really cute pattern. Now, if you like the scalloped edge on one side, this side's straight, right there. But to make this side match, I'm going to go across and I'm just going to do a single crochet in every stitch across. And then there'll be 2 single crochets in the chain 2 space. So we'll just do a single crochet in this first stitch. Then we'll do a single crochet into that chain 2 space. Then across the top of these stitches, we'll do a single crochet in every stitch across till we come to the chain 2 space. And then we'll do 2 single crochets into that chain 2 space. And then we're going to do a single crochet in here. And single crochet. And we're in fact really just going all the way across and doing a single crochet in every stitch across, and then 2 single crochets in the chain 2 space, okay? I will pause the video and I will be right back with you. Okay, I'm coming up on the last of it and do 1 single crochet in that last stitch. And then I'm going to chain 1, cut my yarn, leaving enough to sew in the ends. I'm going to kind of cinch that tight, and that kind of it's still got a little bit of a wave, but that finishes it out a little bit. And you could always go back in and do a border all the way around, which might be a great idea because it's scalloped on the sides. So I would do maybe go around and do 2 rows of single crochets all the way around. Just make sure that you've got the same amount of stitches on each side here and then each side this way. And then it should equal out and not be wonky. But there is our washcloth. I hope you guys enjoyed making the little diamond pattern stitch, and all I need to do now is sew on my ends. But there again is our stitches, and that is really cute pattern. So guys, that's it for our Tutorial Tuesday, and I will talk to you later in Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole. Bye for now.